Never keep these three things under your bed. They drain your bank account. Why money feels harder than it should. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to move through life with financial flow, not necessarily rich, not flashy, but stable, while others feel stuck no matter how hard they try? They work, they plan, they manifest, they even follow financial advice, and yet money leaks. What if I told you that one of the most powerful money blocks in your life might be hidden directly beneath you every single night? Not in your bank, not in your job, not in your mindset alone, but under your bed. Ancient Feng Shui masters warned that what rests beneath the body during sleep directly shapes energy circulation, emotional regulation, and financial decision-making. Modern psychology agrees. The subconscious is most receptive when the body is resting. Tonight, I'll show you 3 things you should never keep under your bed, why they silently drain your finances, and how to activate real change. Not superstition, not routine, but intentional transformation. Stay with me because one of these is extremely common, and almost everyone ignores it.
Why the bed is a money zone. In classical Feng Shui, the bed is not just a place to sleep. It is the center of restoration. Guo Pu taught that qi flows most deeply where the body is horizontal, where defenses drop and the nervous system resets. Yang Yun Song emphasized that what surrounds the sleeper becomes the architecture of the mind. Modern neuroscience confirms this. During sleep, the brain consolidates habits, emotional patterns are reinforced, financial stress loops are strengthened or released. This means your bedroom, and especially what is under your bed, shapes risk tolerance, confidence, focus, and long-term money behavior. If qi is blocked below you, money thinking becomes blocked within you. Now let's talk about the first mistake.
Mistake number 1. Storage boxes filled with someday. Shoes, old clothes, cables, paperwork, things you might need one day. Psychologically, this creates what CBT calls deferred identity stress. Your subconscious reads this as, "I'm not ready. I might lack later. I need to hold on." Feng Shui reads it as stagnant earth qi, energy that does not move, does not circulate, and slowly collapses inward. Money hates stagnation. When you sleep above stored clutter, decision-making slows, risk feels dangerous, opportunities feel overwhelming, spending becomes emotional or avoidant. You're not lazy, you're energetically weighed down. Activation insight. If you must store something temporarily, it must be clean, minimal, intentional, and activated, meaning you consciously acknowledge why it's there and when it will leave. Otherwise, it becomes energetic debt.
Mistake number 2. Items connected to financial stress or survival. This is subtle and powerful. Under the bed, old bills, legal papers, debt documents, work tools tied to exhaustion, objects from a period of struggle. In CBT, this is called emotional memory anchoring. Your nervous system doesn't read objects logically, it reads them emotionally. Every night, your body relives pressure, fear, survival mode. Yang Yun Song warned that sleeping above unresolved symbols locks fate into repetition. Modern psychology agrees. Unresolved stress objects reinforce scarcity identity. You don't feel inspired to grow money. You feel relieved just to survive. This creates short-term thinking, fear-based spending, and self-sabotage near success. Money grows where the mind feels safe, not threatened.
Mistake number 3. Spiritual objects with no activation. This is the most controversial and the most misunderstood. Crystals, talismans, ritual items, lucky objects. Feng Shui masters were very clear. Objects do nothing without activation. Without intention, prayer, or conscious alignment, they become dead symbols. In psychology, this is called empty ritual syndrome. Repetitive actions without emotional engagement produce zero behavioral change. Worse, they create false expectation. You think you're doing something powerful, but your subconscious knows you're just repeating motions. This disconnect creates frustration, and frustration kills focus. If an object is under your bed, it must be intentionally activated, it must be emotionally meaningful, it must align with your current goal. Otherwise, it drains trust, and money follows trust. The activation principle. Why most Feng Shui fails. Here's the truth most videos won't tell you. Feng Shui is not decoration. It is activated structure. Gua Pu taught that Qi responds only when form, intention, and awareness align. CBT teaches the same principle. Change happens when behavior plus meaning plus repetition align. Activation requires conscious presence, emotional clarity, clear intention. This is why prayer matters, not religious, but psychological and energetic. Prayer is focused intention spoken into form. Without it, actions become routine, and routine never creates transformation. What to do instead? The correct setup. Under your bed should be empty, clean, and allowing air and energy to circulate. Symbolically, this tells your subconscious, I trust flow. I allow movement. I am supported. Before sleep, a simple activation. Place your hand on your chest. Take one breath. State your intention clearly. Not begging, not wishing, but declaring alignment. This trains emotional regulation, mental structure, and financial confidence. Money responds to clarity, not force. Why cleanliness under the bed matters for Qi circulation. In classical Feng Shui, Qi moves like breath. It needs space, openness, and purity to circulate properly. When the area under the bed is dirty, dusty, or neglected, Qi does not flow. It pools, stagnates, and becomes heavy. Guo Pu taught that stagnant Qi does not disappear. It settles into the body during rest. Because the bed is where the nervous system fully lowers its defenses, whatever energy is present below the body is absorbed more deeply than in any other part of the home. From an energetic perspective, dust represents neglected movement. Dirt represents blocked intention. Accumulated debris signals unresolved cycles. Qi cannot circulate where attention has been withdrawn. From a psychological and neurological standpoint, this aligns perfectly. A dirty, unseen space triggers low-level stress in the subconscious. The brain reads it as environmental neglect, even if you're not consciously aware of it. That subtle stress prevents full relaxation, keeps the nervous system in light survival mode, reduces emotional regulation and clarity, weakens long-term decision-making, including financial decisions. In Feng Shui terms, clean space equals receptive space. Cleanliness is not about perfection, it is about allowing flow without resistance. When the area under the bed is clean, Qi can circulate freely, the body restores more deeply, the mind resets without interference. Financial thinking becomes calmer, more strategic, less reactive.
This is why traditional masters emphasized not just emptiness, but purity of space. Flow only happens where energy is both unblocked and respected.
Final message. This is not about objects. This video is not about what's under your bed. It's about what's under your thinking. Your environment shapes your nervous system. Your nervous system shapes your decisions. Your decisions shape your finances. When you clear below you, you rise within you. If this resonated, subscribe to Feng Shui Horizon. Here, we don't chase money, we align with it.